Hi everyone, my name is Jay, and today I'm going to talk to you about something called Augmented Reality or AR. Now, what exactly is Augmented Reality? The simplest version is just blending the real world with the digital world. Now, exactly what does that mean? Well, augmented reality, like I said, AR, uses something called a trigger image or a marker. And this marker is a picture that triggers something else to come to life. There is something called an overlay, which is usually a 3D animation or a video that is overlaid on top of the trigger image. And the aura is something that pops out when you hold your smart device over the trigger image. So, again, you have your trigger image or your marker, your overlay, which is the 3D image or video, and the aura comes to life when you hold your smart device over it. Apps like Aurasma use the camera to recognize the trigger image and then displays the aura. So, some key terms to know when you're dealing with augmented reality. And again, I just tried to simplify it so you get a basic understanding of what it is. Like I said, there's augmented reality, making something come to life. The aura is the thing that pops up when you hold your device over something. The trigger image or the marker is the real picture you put your overlay on. The overlay is the thing you will apply on top of the trigger image. Like I said, usually a video, 3D animation. And Aurasma, the free app to make augmented reality. You might have seen the IKEA commercial where they use AR. Here we have a little boy that appears to be holding a couch. Now the couch is the actual digital image placed in a real room. So the trigger image is right here, the IKEA magazine. The couch was the overlay that was put on top or overlaid on top of the magazine. And then holding your smart device over it, it appears as though the couch is actually in the room. Here's an example of how AR can help us learn about anatomy. You have a real student, a real boy here, and using AR, you can kind of overlay the anatomy. It doesn't quite fit perfectly, but it gives a pretty good picture of how AR can be used to teach us about anatomy. Another example is something called word lens. Here, if you have your smart device and you hold it over a signed text that's in a different language, AR will translate that image or translate those words into words that you can understand. Some of the more common AR examples that you might see in education, the typical books that kind of come to life. As you can see, the dinosaur kind of looks like he pops right out of the book. And another one that people might use is something called Stargazer, which is using apps to view the stars. AR in school. So what are some different ways that AR can be used in school? Well, a couple of them here. One is book reviews, where students basically record themselves giving a brief review, a video review of the book they just read, make an aura, and then other students can scan that book, make the aura come to life, and look at the video that the student just created. Field trips. Maybe when students go on field trips, somebody created an aura about a certain battleground and they have a reenactment of a battle that actually happened there. Word walls. You can take your word walls, make the words kind of come to life where there's a video that defines the word, uses the word in a sentence, or there's a video that demonstrates what the word is. Science teachers can use it for lab safety. What they would do is they would use trigger image of all the different science equipment around the room, create a video that talks about the safety and how to use that equipment, and students can go around and use their smart device to watch those videos about lab safety. Some other ways, One that I'm going to try and use this year is something called the faculty photo wall, where basically you just create videos of all the different faculty members, and then you post a trigger image either outside your door or outside the school, where people can come up and take their smart device and watch a video about their teacher. And this is good for parents who really want to know about their child's teacher before they meet them in person. Parent involvement. I thought this was a good one. Parents can record a video giving their child some encouragement, which could be good for testing. You know, the big state testing coming up this year, and the students can watch those videos from their parents as they get ready to take those state tests. Homework mini lessons is a popular one as well, where the teacher creates a video about how to do homework. And so when the student gets home, they can watch that video, and then the video pops up to demonstrate how to do that night's homework. Another interesting one is for the deaf or hard of hearing. They have sign language flashcards. So you have the flashcards with vocab words on them, and there's a video overlay that shows how to sign a word or a phrase. Now, for me, I haven't had any personal experience with AR. I hope that changes this year, though. As I stated before, I hope this year some of my goals, I plan on using it to create a faculty wall for open house. I want my students also to create the book reviews that I just talked about. I also want to create videos using Erasmus for homework review. And the other one that I really like and really want to use this year is my parents creating videos to encourage their children. Now, AR has definite value in education. First of all, it deals with 21st century skills. Skills like communicating, collaborating, creating, and critical thinking, and finally, problem solving. Students also learn how to interact, how to create and explain and share the knowledge that they have themselves created. They construct their own knowledge, and they take control of their own learning, which makes the learning that much more authentic. The students become not just consumers of education, but the creators. They become part of the process of learning instead of just standing by as almost as just audience members watching something. Now they are part of the show. And because of that, they have a deeper and a richer understanding of the content involved. So that is the end of my presentation. And to continue on with the presentation, my partner Nino will finish up our presentation about augmented reality. Hope you enjoyed my part, and I'm sure you will enjoy Nino's. Thank you.